All right, let us begin by placing our awareness in the area of the heart. And then we can take a slow, deep breath and take many slow, deep breaths and visualize these flowing in and out of our hearts for the next 5 minutes. So place awareness in the area of our heart. Take slow, deep breaths. Visualize these flowing in and out of your heart. Breathing a little slower, a little gentler than you normally would. It's like a wonderful warm hug to every organ in your body. Gentle, deep breaths flowing in and out of your heart. Take these breaths as long and deep as you can without it being uncomfortable. And don't hold the breath at the top. Just allow it to flow gently. We want to experience a rhythmic movement, a feeling of balance from breathing in and breathing out. The breathing in becoming a masculine aspect of your breath. Breathing out becomes a feminine aspect of your breath. And so you've got a yin and a yang going in your body as you do this. Slow breaths, breathing into your heart and exhaling from your heart. Very gentle movements, slow, deep breaths. Beautiful. Slow, deep breaths. Continue to place the awareness in the area of your heart. And take these slow, deep breaths. Visualize them flowing in and out of your heart. Just breathing a little slower, a little gentler than you normally would. Just a few more breaths like this. Slow, deep breaths, visualizing them flowing in and out of your heart. Breathing a little slower, a little gentler than you normally would. Excellent. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. And for our I Didn't Know That moment, our topic today is to go on a rampage of appreciation. Now, I picked this topic because I was spending this weekend on a retreat with my client, working on herself and her business strategies and things like that. And she said to me, I really appreciate getting out of the city and having to do this here because we can think clearly in nature. And we were sitting by a lake. And she says, last year, I didn't have the opportunity to get away uh, to nature so much. And she said, I began to actually say and appreciate everything. Because I'd been working with her on this particular technique as one of the techniques that I apply for a business owner, is to go on a rampage of appreciation. And she says, I started saying every time I got a moment to go out, I said, thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate the fact that at this moment I'm going out and enjoying the sunshine. And whenever she did that, as little as little frequency as she did last year, she began appreciating every moment that she had. She began appreciating everything about her life. And what happened this year, less than a year later, actually, it was in late fall last year and this year, she realized when we took stock of her business progress, she realized that she had spent a lot more time in nature this year, and her business has actually picked up and she's actually grown. And so I thought I should share this with you. It doesn't matter if you have a business or not, but your life will change. You will bring this dramatic change into your life if you begin to appreciate something in your life right now. It doesn't have to be appreciating a desire that you are intending to have in the future. And if you can't recognize the signs of that desire, it's very difficult to bring yourself to appreciate something that you feel you don't have. The idea here is not that. The idea here, and we teach this here, is to feel the emotion of appreciation, is to just feel it. Just experience that emotion. Find an object or something to appreciate. So, in the next 3 minutes, why don't we type in something that we appreciate? I really appreciate the fact that I get to spend Monday mornings here with everybody. And I appreciate the fact that this is very important for me to do, this practice and this sharing. And if it wasn't for the participants that, like you, being here every Monday, I may not be motivated to do this. So I really appreciate that. And so when I say that, I know that more of this is going to be brought to me. So I would like you to think about things that you appreciate. If you want to share that with us, type it into the chat area. If not, I want you to look around right now and appreciate things. And all day today, you'll see the shift. All day today, go out and appreciate something. I really appreciate the way that that woman handles her puppy. I really appreciate how that grandmother plays with her child. I really appreciate how green this grass is and how wonderful this air smells. I appreciate this. And that is really all you have to do, is experience that appreciation. And so I'm hearing, I see a lot of people typing in, and I'm going to read this out because it may give an idea to others on what this is. From Sue, I really appreciate that I live in the countryside and can also enjoy nature regularly. How wonderful. From Anne, I so appreciate these Monday espresso moments and my beautiful twin sister. Yes, Anne has a twin sister in Hawaii. How beautiful. And from Sue, I really appreciate that I live in the countryside, and I read that. Anar says, the most amazing family and friends I am blessed with. How wonderful, Anar. Thank you. Cecile, I appreciate growing things. Cecile, I, you know what? When you grow things, I assume it's in the garden. Find something specific to appreciate about everything you grow, and that'll give you more appreciation. That energy will start flowing. Susan says, well, I appreciate that my son came from the UK to Canada to visit me last week. How wonderful. See, there's a lot of things to appreciate, and I so appreciate you sharing these appreciations with me. So now let us now take this appreciation, this feeling of appreciation, and now let's apply it in the next 5 minutes and see what difference it makes in our day, let alone our life. So now let us begin to place our awareness in the area of our heart. And now take slow, deep breaths. And visualize these flowing in and out of our hearts. Breathing a little slower, a little gentler than you normally would. And now I know every one of you who has typed in this appreciation fact. I know you're feeling the appreciation of everything that you have just brought to the surface, and so continue that. So draw in this feeling of appreciation and breathe that into your heart slowly. Exhale from your heart. Breathing a little slower, a little gentler than you normally would. Beautiful. And experience appreciation for everything around you. Slow, deep breaths. Visualize these flowing in and out of your heart. Breathing a little slower, a little gentler than you normally would. And experiencing appreciation, gratitude, put a gentle smile on your face. Slow, deep breaths. Visualize these flowing in and out of your heart. And appreciate. Give gratitude. Appreciate. I so appreciate these moments. I so appreciate your energy. Slow, deep breaths. And as you take these slow, deep breaths and you invite appreciation into your heart, that emotion is an energetic field that attaches itself to every blood molecule. And as blood begins to be pumped into every cell in your body, circulates throughout your body, this energy of appreciation rides along with the blood flow, and it deposits itself in every cell of your body. You have over 100 trillion cells in your body. Each one of those cells is being hugged by this appreciative energy that you're sending through your system. As you breathe in and out, your body is being flooded at a cellular level with appreciation. Your immune system is being boosted at a cellular level. Beautiful. You are creating a magnetic field around you right now that has an energy signature, a magnetic signature of appreciation. And magnets attract, don't they? And your magnet is attracting more appreciation, more things that will allow you to appreciate. This is the language of the universe. Like attracts like. Wonderful. Thank you so very much for sharing with me this day. And it's 9:15. Thank you for participating. Happy to take comments if you have any. It's time for the Q&A portion of this particular day. So Let's see what else we have coming on our chat. From Sue, so wonderful. Thank you. You're welcome. There are more comments here from Michelle. I really appreciate this every Monday short teaching so I can remember to practice my breathing technique. Thank you. Thank you so much, Michelle. From Susan, I appreciate, Shamir, that you put so much time and energy into helping us. Your kindness and support. Thank you, Susan. I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here, motivating me to do this. This is a labor of love for me. So I truly appreciate having the opportunity to actually do this with you. So thank you. Sue says, so wonderful, thank you. Anne says, when one smiles a lot, one would think that those muscles would get practiced and used to it. Yet they always make themselves known. Why is that? Well, so, the interesting thing is, I do remember, it's a very good question, Anne. One of the things is, I have actually seen people with a permanent smile on their face. It takes more muscles to frown than to smile. So if you're under stress all the time and you start walking around and you're always frowning or scowling, you actually build the muscles, because it takes a lot more effort to do that. You're actually building muscles to shape your face that way. And if you smile a lot, it comes out naturally. I remember 5-7 years ago, and I'm some of you know that I do community theater acting, So they asked me to, one of the parts that I was auditioning for was playing God, manifest in human form. And it was a very interesting play, a very famous play. And they said, okay, audition and read this part as God. So I walk in the room and I'm reading my lines out, and the director stops me. He says, smile, for God's sake, smile. Because, God is a compassionate being. And if I were to play God incarnate in flesh, I would have to have a smile. But I realized then that my face was structured in such a way that I was depressed so much, that I was sad so much, that I had a permanent scowl on my face. And the muscles were tending to bring my face that way. So if you want to reverse that, remember to smile, practice smiling every day. And you will see naturally these smiles will come up. When you speak with somebody, the smiles will be there. You'll be able to tell somebody that's very happy, that's going to be smiling. Here's one thing that is apparent. Go on YouTube and look up the press releases from the United States government. There's a lady that releases press releases, and when she's standing up on the podium, look at her face. She looks like she's angry, even before she started the press conference. So, and I can imagine that example is everywhere. So you can pick this up on YouTube, and you'll see that if you are sad or if you are really stressed out, that's how you look, and you don't even know you're looking that way. So that is essentially my lesson, and I've had to experience that. I've had people tell me, "You've got a permanent scowl on your face," and I so appreciate those people. I didn't take that as an insult. I took that as a teaching. So I hope that you're able to look at yourself in the mirror and say, do I have a permanent scowl on my face? And if you do, then you can just smile and continue that. Anar says, I've been away for some time. I'm glad to be back for today's morning session. Makes me grounded back to the foundation of daily life. Thank you, everyone. Oh, wonderful. And I hope I answered your question. Thank you so much. That's such a wonderful question. And I so appreciate that. Thank you. Excellent. So I don't see anything else coming through. I look forward to seeing you next week. And if you have any questions, do email me. In the meantime, have an excellent, wonderful, wonderful rest of your week, and keep breathing and keep smiling. Take care.